My name is Claudia Dhahabu from Pamoja Organization. Pamoja is an organization that supports the community. What drove me to start this organization, it's more of my personal life experience that I've experienced. I lost my mom when I was in class 6. So after the burial, we were taken to an orphanage together with my 2 sisters. So I've stayed in an orphanage for all that period. And that means that all my life, or almost a better part of my life, has been supported by other people. So for me, I could not be able to repay the people who have been able to support me in my life. And I thought the wisest thing I could do was to at least give back to the community. So at least if I support a family or a child, I know in one way or the other, I've said thank you to the person who supported me in my education and even in my personal life as a person. And the main challenge that made me to really focus on championing care reform is the fact that being the firstborn, and then I have my siblings here, I see that they are really not into appreciating life the way it is. They feel like everything is supposed to be done unto them, and it's their right for them to have it, and they give you a very hard time. The care reform policy is whereby the government currently is working out in phasing out the children's home in Kenya, and they had to rely on our experiences as caregivers to guide them on why they really want to phase out the children's homes. And for us, we were able to share the fact that it's more important for a child to live in a family setup, in a community setup, rather than living in an institution, because of the various challenges that I personally, as Claudia, is experiencing, and I could not be experiencing them now if I could have lived in a family setup.
My name is Elisha Kingi from Komoto. Kitu ambacho kinanipatia nguvu ni kuwa nilichukuliwa na shirika, yani nanitungia vizuri, yani nanisaidia kusoma, kwa sababu kwenye nilikuwa natoka nilikuwa hakuna malizi sawa, nilikuwa siendi shule, nilikuwa nazurura tu mtaani. Lakini nikakuja hapa ndani nikapata msaada, nikapelekwa shule, nataka kusoma nije kuwa mwanajeshi. Hapa ilikuwa nikiamka natayarishwa, naambiwa nikajisafishe, nenda kuoga. Nikimaliza kuoga huwa navaa uniform, natayarishwa niende darasani. Nikifika darasani huwa na enjoy kule kusoma. Temna hii nasikia raha, maana sio kama mwanzo nilikuwa naishi. Hapa maisha hapa ndani nilikuwa sawa, kwa sababu nilikuwa nikitoka hapo nikienda nyumbani nilikuwa ni shida. Maana mahali nilikuwa kulala tayari nilikuwa ni shida. Mvua ikinyesha nasimama hadi ishi. Venye naishi nyumbani sema nao kidogo uko na afadhali, kwa sababu nyumbani temna hii nashikana na wazazi wangu. Halafu vitu ambavyo napata mimi hapa kutoka ile kwa shirika watakuwa wananisaidia, na hata wazazi nao wana benefit hivyo vitu, kwa sababu kama nitakuja kujengwa kama hivi, mzazi naye atatumia hiyo nyumba.
By name, I'm Sebastian Muteti, Children Officer, Malindi Sub-County. We used to have the Children Act of 2001, which had a lot of some gray areas, and that's why there was a need to review, and it was found that over 50% had issues, and that's why in line with the new Constitution 2010, we had to annul it, and it qualified for a new act to come into place. We were all involved and we participated in giving our opinion. We got our independence from the British, and there's quite a lot we borrowed from our colonial masters. That was nothing African, because as Africans, we had solutions to all our problems. We never had institutions. It is the West, and more so to be foreigners who incite, who excite, who motivate, and who support many of our institutions. And that's why we are talking the best place for the child is in the family and in the community. We start with the placement. Most of the children who ended up in institutions didn't qualify to go into institutions, like orphanhood. In our traditional setups, we had many people dying at that time. Children never qualified for institutions. The family was adequate enough to cater for the orphans. But a later on phenomena is which has created this issue of children aiding in institutions. I think it's a mentality, or it's a business, or something was not much on the best interest of the child. I can say as a children officer that they ended up there because of a mistake or for the gains of those who are taking them there, and the care there had some issues. And that's why, as a government, realized that we are reversing back in changing the way we care to family-based care and community-based institutions.
Kwa majina yangu naitwa Shida Kahindi Karisa, mzee wa nyumba 10 wa eneo hili la skuli ya Mkomoto. Kulikuwa kuna watoto wengi wamebaki manyumbani, ambao lilikuja hiyo shirika likachukua watoto kwa mashinani kwa sababu ya wazazi wale ambao hawajiwezi. Tulichukua hatua kwa jumla, wazee wa nyumba 10 tukatembelea hii eneo lote, tukaandika watoto ambao wanasoma na ambao hawasomi, tukachukua ripoti zote tukapeleka kwa mada. Kumsaidia huyu Dhahabu ni kukana yule mzazi yoyote atakayekuwa anaishi na huyo mtoto, uweze kumjuza kwamba huyu mtoto hata kama si wako, lakini ni mtoto ambaye unaishi naye wewe, lazima umchukulie vizuri, ujue analala wapi, na asubuhi anatoka nyumbani anaenda shule, na hakikisha amefika shule. Asikie, si kumwacha tu kwa sababu yeye amechukuliwa na shirika na yeye hata wazazi hana hapa nyumbani. Si vizuri, na ni wengi nimewakalisha nikawaambia hivi si vizuri, kwa sababu hawa ni watoto, na mtoto yeyote lazima awe mikononi mwa mzazi. Hata kama mzazi ameenda, mzazi wako hawezi enda ukakosa mzazi. Yule atakaye kushika mkono ndiye mzazi wako. Kwa hivyo ndo ambavyo huwa mimi kama mimi huwa ninawaambia hawa ambao wanaishi na hawa watoto ambao ni mayatima au si yatima, ana wazazi lakini wale wazazi ni kama hawajielewi. Huwa ni jukumu langu kuwaketisha na kuambia.
In line with our coastal community or in Kilifi County, most of the parents or families take their children into institutions not because they are orphans. In fact, they are charitable institutions. They are not even orphanages. So it's not that because they are orphans, but because of different aspects. And the main thing there is poverty. And most of our charitable institutions in Coast, you find that they get support from white people. So we have Italians supporting, people from Europe and America supporting these institutions. So immediately people see that there is that support coming in, and here there is a white person who wants to sponsor a child. Of course, I'll take my child there. And the fact that people maybe lack basic needs, that is what is driving them.
Research found out that children raised in institutions, charitable children in institutions, in growth development, they miss a third as compared to the children who are raised in the family and in the community. And that's why the government is talking about changing the way we care. And as a directorate, State Department, we fully support as a government policy. There are major principles. In whatever you do, let the best interest of the child be a priority. That's cool. It is in Article 53 of the Constitution, and it is in tandem with the United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Children. The 4 basic principles, the principles of participation, education rights, and also the best interest of the child. So they are enshrined there. We have just borrowed from the UN Charter and domesticated here in our African context and in Kenya in particular.
My name is Naomi Kazungu. I'm a children officer. I work in Magarini sub-county. Okay, of course there are several challenges that children face in the institution. The children in the institution, it's like they are programmed. At a particular time you have to eat, at a particular time you have to go and play, you need to be in class. or you need to be in the dormitory maybe studying. But the one who is in the community, there is no such kind of programs. So for a child who is in the institution, once you remove this child and take the child to the community, this child will take time to cope. And there are children who don't even cope. It will become a problem. We have several children who are in the community, but you are always having a problem with them. You have to talk to the child every now and then. Then, the children who are in the institution, we don't have mothers there, unless the mothers are the ones who are employed, but we don't have a really mother. Now, you expect this child who is in the institution to grow and later on get married, become a mother or a father, proceed with other relationships. It becomes a problem to that child, because maybe he doesn't even understand who a mother is supposed to behave, how a mother is supposed to behave, how a father is supposed to behave. So keeping those relationships in the future is usually a problem. Children who are in the community, they see a lot, they learn a lot. The children who are in the institution, they're just confined. So even thinking capability, they are different. The biggest challenge is parental neglect, because that is the origin of all these cases. If we could be able to take good care of our children, we'll be very well. The children will be very well. But we rescue children because of sometimes you realize the parent is not doing enough. So you have to rescue the child, take the child to a rescue center or to a children home, and then you handle the case, you take the child back. So the biggest problem is parental neglect, which contributes a lot. Sometimes the child is sexually abused because of the negligence of the parent. So I can say that is the biggest problem. Like I had another case last week. A child has been placed in the foster care, but she is creating problems. It's not the foster parent, it's the child. The child is the one who is creating problems because she wants to go back to the institution. So those children, we are really having a problem. But the ones that are abandoned at birth, we don't have a problem with them because adoption is doing very well. I just wish the government can give some money, for example, the cash transfer. If these foster parents can be given, can be enrolled in the cash transfer, maybe it could assist. Because we have some parents who are willing to take up children, but they are not capable of taking care of those children financially. So we are having those challenges. We need a community where even parents can be held responsible, especially if they cannot take care of their children. Parents are supposed to protect their children.
When we came up here and we reintegrated back 35 children, we were able to fill in the gaps. Like for those who did not have shelter, we were able to build for them shelter. And we also took them into our scholarship program. So they go to our nearby schools around here, that is public primary school and public secondary school. And we pay for them everything like shopping, school fees. And I thank all those who are supporting us as an organization, because even our donors really understood that it's really important for children to stay with their families. And I think that is why the government, together with the other partners like the Catholic Relief Services, they were able to come up, and we contributed to coming up with the care reform policy as caregivers. And we thank God for the fact that it's now underway. And it's very important that all institutions that are housing children to be able to take into considerations. It's not like the government does not want children's homes, but it's for the best interest of the child. At least the children's homes can decide to change their way of working, because they can decide to support the child in the family, continue monitoring, continue giving the support, if it's school fees, even if it's food, even if it's about clothing, beddings and shelter, and then they continue with the monitoring. So for the children's home who have not embraced care reform, I think it's high time they do so, because it's something that already the government has been able to set up and it's implementing. And I feel like if they are rigid or they are not willing to transition these children, they are going to dump the children abruptly when the grace period is over. So at least they have time to rearrange their programs, to redo and also support the children. And we are focusing on the best interest of a child. And some of the challenges that I face as a person is most of the time is the fact that you are a woman and maybe very young, and people tend to think, how can you be able to do all this at your age? And it becomes a challenge, and you become you intimidate people who are very big, who are older than you, but they have not been able to be where you are. Being a caregiver, people tend to see that you do not have a source or you do not have a lineage or something. So you are there as a person, and people can fight you because they know you don't have backup from anyone else. And the fact that I'm a caregiver and also a woman becomes even more challenging. But for me, I just said, even if there's no one here to fight for me, at least I will stand up and fight for myself. And as long as I'm not doing any harm to anybody, I will stand for the truth and do what is right. And women out there should just stand up and do what they think is right for them. And as long as they are doing the right thing, they should not be worried.